Hello, one and all. This is Luckless Lovelocks. Welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. Here we go.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
Jeez. That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
42 minutes. Okay.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
She keeps grabbing her forehead like she's trying to like communicate telepathically or something like that. Like, what is that? Why does she keep making that gesture?
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking, and if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. They split off. It's interesting, like, obviously it was supposed to be Kane that was like doing the narrating in the last game. It's interesting how much different it is this time around. It's more like someone, like a proper narrator, like someone observing us from the outside, as opposed to someone in the group. And then it goes to this. I was the only person who stayed behind. I think it's going to be kind of important to keep track of the way that the writing is presented, right? Especially in this section. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody any money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete. I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group's server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes. But it was just the one time. I'm assuming he's being sarcastic. And she was the one who went after me. I don't know, was he being sarcastic? Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the Nonary Game, I sure couldn't see it. As a college student. I still go back to Phi calling us old man. Or grandpa or whatever. Old man. That we looked old. We still haven't seen ourselves. I think I'm just trying to think back to like those like long shots where we could see like the group. I don't remember seeing ourselves. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a bit blurry, but they were there. December 25th, 2028. Early morning in the California desert. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty, and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I'd looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. So why was I at school, typing away feverishly on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting this stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. So I've got religion coming in again. I don't know, is that like going to be a factor in this game? Didn't seem to be in 999. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper, and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. That's a lot of energy drinks. So perhaps we drank too many energy drinks and we fell into a coma and this is just all a dream. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. Twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. I noticed he has like an A on his shoulder. Is that supposed to be like an anarchy symbol? What's going on with that? And again. Of course, that's not that odd for like a college kid to have. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. God damn it! You stupid piece of shit! I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Huh? What? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit! Open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rearview mirror. I was certain. There was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as very tired college students sitting in a car can. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? I Spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. Figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we need to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Where do we go? The lounge, the infirmary, or the crew quarters? Maybe we should just start from the top. I don't know if we get a chance to check all of them out. And I mean, I have no idea which one I should be going to, so I'm just gonna start from the top. Lounge. Could use a break anyways.
Oh. Hey, Sigma.
It kind of scared me, I'm not gonna lie.
Can I get you a seat?
Are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? I just came here to check up on you guys. So... this is the lounge, huh? A bar. A sofa. And 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room.
Can I get you a drink?
You better not be underage.
I turned 21 just the other day.
I see. Well, I guess we could probably have a drink or two then. Unfortunately, as much fun as that sounds, like, I don't think it's a very good idea.
Why not?
This isn't really a good time to be getting wasted. I would have to agree. Or maybe this is the perfect time to get wasted, because we're in such a messed up situation.
Really? It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
You've got a point.
Sigma?
I'm just kidding. Besides, I've got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best plan.
It hasn't gone away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the bastard's back.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Sure, if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before, anyway. Has this been happening to anyone else?
What? The headaches?
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago. I feel fine now, though.
What about you, Luna?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier. Not me. No headaches here. Well...
Well, what?
It's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird. Your head feels weird? No. My body feels weird. Like my whole body.
Do you feel kind of numb? I think I've got the same thing. Kind of like when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms. And then when you wake up, that arm kind of feels like it's not really yours anymore. It's not just my arm, though. My whole body, it feels kind of numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but... Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean.
Really?
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's because of the anesthetic gas.
Oh, so she remembers that also. The what now?
It might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Did we? I can't remember if we told her about that. Oh yeah, right.
It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it must have been pretty powerful stuff.
think this might be some kind of side effect.
Well, it could be a side effect. Or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
All right. I'll go have a look somewhere else then. You guys gonna stick around here?
Yeah. Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Okay. Catch you later then. Oh, interesting. So we're not gonna get a chance to take a look around here? I waved goodbye and headed toward the exit. Where to next? Go infirmary. Uh-oh. So uncomfortable. This is the infirmary, huh?
Ugh, what are you doing here?
Okay, so I wasn't sure if they'd have like different dialogue based on our choices, but I guess they do. God. I took some shit on Twitter for my choices. Let me just reiterate. I decided to make that choice because the game was kind of pushing me in that direction, and I kind of want to. This is like the first run. I assume we're gonna have to play through it many times. I kind of just wanted to let the game like guide me a bit, and then the next time around I can maybe vote more with my conscience. Although I do want to stand by the fact that they don't really, despite Alice probably being the person that we picked up at the end of 999, they don't really establish any kind of like bond between us and Alice to like actually make me like her or dislike her. So it's kind of hard to make a choice, but yes, if it was me in the situation, I probably would have picked Ally. Still mad, huh?
Obviously.
Oh, look at the eyes.
Oh, come on now, you don't have to get your panties in a bunch.
That's easy for you to say, Dio. You're sitting pretty at 5 BP. Tenmyoji and I only have 1.
I also don't blame her for being angry. We obviously deserve it. I mean, she's on the verge of... She could die.
You do understand what that means, don't you?
That's no reason to take your anger out on people. You won't get your BP back by being a jerk to him.
What's this? You're gonna take his side? I thought you, of all people, would agree with me.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't get it. Why would you care? You've got, what, maybe 5 years left, maybe less? I'm not like you.
Jeez, doesn't look that old. I mean, it's old, but he's gonna die within 5 years. I doubt it.
I'm still young. I want to live a long life. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes. I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
What an idiot.
Excuse me?
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Ugh. Look. Let me try this again. I'm frustrated. But there really is something important I have to do.
Which is? She's not going to tell us.
Avenge my father's murder.
Oh. I mean, you've known us all of, what, a couple hours, and you're just telling us this?
That's what I have to do.
What happened to him? Could you elaborate on that?
No, I couldn't.
Oh, come on.
This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. Fine. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped here?
I have no idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction.
Meaning?
I was on their trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
I can't say. But it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
Are you a detective?
Well, I wouldn't really say I'm a detective. Not a bad guess, though. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Well, I mean, you don't really have the detective look.
I didn't say I was a detective.
Then what are you? CIA?
No.
Fine, well, whatever you are, you don't look like one. What? What does that mean?
That's fine. In my
What is
line
that
of work, the
supposed to
less I
mean?
look like what I am, the better.
Does she? Maybe she's like a private eye?
Better I keep him guessing.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
I love the poses. Imagine walking into a room with these two standing there in those poses. I'd have a good laugh. Okay.
What's
Clover.
she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right? I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No. She has nothing to do with my work. She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
Maybe she's like a clairvoyant? Where's somewhere?
In the middle of a desert.
Okay. Now they're just confirming it. A desert?
Yes. But that's an awfully long story. Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree? That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information too? We'll start with you, Tenmyoji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You two know each other, right?
Do I have to answer that?
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
No. And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject. I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
I see. Very well, then. Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but
He's a professional gambler.
I'm a circus ringleader.
Oh. Oh! Okay, well that totally explains what he's wearing. A ringleader?
You're kidding.
Nope, I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world. It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th generation ringleader. My old man was a trapeze artist. He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed. Well, I guess he wasn't really young. He was about 40, still. He was pretty reckless for a guy that age. Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up. Guess he just took it too far.
I see. You lost your father too, then.
Yeah. Shit. Guess I got a little sappy there. Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced. On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside. Before I can even get a look at them, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room.
So if they're using the same gas, then they must be related to the pharmaceuticals company. I'm assuming, right?
Anyway, enough about me. We still haven't heard your story, Sigma. Who are you?
I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school, and when I got into my car, this white gas started pouring out of everywhere.
Are you some kind of doctor?
No, I'm still working on my degree. Shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite there yet.
I guess you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
There it is again. So we look old. Yeah, I guess I have.
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
Believe me, I've thought about it. I just keep drawing a blank.
What about Zero?
No idea.
Do any of the people here look familiar to you?
Nope. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't really say for sure about Kay, since I haven't seen his face. I suppose it's possible he's someone I know.
Just who is he anyway?
Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing. So this will probably be a good time to bring up who I am pretty sure this is. I'm pretty sure this is Snake. If it's going to be one of the people from the previous game. The reason why I say that is, well, first of all, the way that he speaks. It's very like... It's very much like the way Snake spoke. Like very... what's the term I'm looking for? Very matter-of-factly, very like logical. And also it's the letter K. K could mean a few things, but if we use assigning the numbers to letters that we did in, I think, 1 or 2 of the puzzles in 999, K is the digital root of K would end up being 2, because it could have 2 meanings. It's first of all, K could be kappa, which is in the Greek lettering system. It ends up adding up. It ends up being 20, whose digital root is 2, and also if we assign numbers to the letters, we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Ends up being number 11, whose digital root is also 2, and that was Snake's number. Now, I don't know. I'm throwing that out there. That's my best guess. My best guess is that it's Snake for those reasons. Of course, also he's tall. If he's wearing this suit, he could use his left arm. Just there's a number of things that point in that direction, but it could just be someone totally different that we've never met before. So take that with a grain of salt, but that's my prediction.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
Okay, well, Kay is a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance. What does she do?
I think she's a student.
Okay. Here's the thing, it's like Clover seems to know Alice well, but Alice is like being very coy about knowing Clover well. Aside from admitting that they met in a desert.
At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
What about Quark? Well, I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? Still in elementary school, right? Why is that funny?
It's nothing.
He's probably like some child, like, scientist genius, right?
Just forget about it. Yeah, you're right. Boy his age would be in elementary school.
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
And if it makes you feel better, sure.
Just gonna continue to...
I know a little about Luna.
Be cagey about that. Oh, okay. Dio knows Luna.
I got her talking when we were in the infirmary. She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know, she didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I'd guess nurse.
That leaves us with Phi. She's the most mysterious to me. What does a girl like that do?
You've been around her the most, Sigma. She told you anything?
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there. Like, I looked at you, and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
No, nothing in particular.
You sure?
Yeah. She's a real mystery, alright. I honestly know about as much as you. So basically, nothing. I hadn't really realized until I had said it. I'd spent hours with Phi, yet I knew nothing about her except her name. And I only had her word that even that was the truth. Who was she, really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. Fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader. I don't buy the garbage collector thing for 1 second. I don't want to judge people by the way they look, but like, if they really wanted to make... Although, if you think back to the way that Seven looked, I wouldn't have guessed that he was a police officer. I don't know. This guy just doesn't scream garbage collector to me. I wonder if he's like a mobster or something like that. Because that's like, garbage collection is like, has been used in the past in TV shows and stuff to mean being in the mob, like The Sopranos. +2 total mysteries. What do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would just grab a bunch of people randomly.
There's no point to talking about this. We should just focus on getting out of here.
I agree.
I'm gonna go check on the others then.
Where do you plan on going?
Just have the crew quarters left. Let's go check it out. I think I'll head to the crew quarters.
I see. Right. Later, bro.
Okay. I headed out of the infirmary.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Vi, Alice, and I went through all the rooms.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like a secret door or something?
If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told you?
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
Out of the ordinary.
What's this book?
Ah, yes, the book. Huh? Oh, that's a book. Don't make me do it. That's a book about cats.
A meowt?
Oh, sorry. It's just this thing that's happened to me ever since I was a kid. Whenever I start talking about cats, I start talking like one. It doesn't really mean anything, though.
Okay.
That's weird. So what's the cat book about?
Oh. Well, there's this quantum physics thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. This book talks about it.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat.
Here we go. Kay's gonna explain it now.
That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box. Something like that, right?
Meowby?
What?
I don't really know anything about Meowed. I'm just telling you what Fi told me.
So it probably isn't gonna give us any hints then.
Quark, you're doing it too.
Oops.
So I think the idea behind the Schrodinger's cat was to explain, like, is trying to like explain this theory about the state, because like quantum physics is all about like being in between states or being in states, right? And or being like in the flux of changing states. I don't know that much about quantum physics, so I apologize if I screw this up. But Schrodinger's cat is all about something doesn't actually change to a state until someone observes it. And it was making a commentary on that that's actually not possible, that the cat is always either dead or alive, regardless of whether or not someone's actually observing the cat. What it was saying is that until someone looks in and sees that the cat is alive or dead, it's in between those states the whole time, which isn't really true. If you think about it, it is either alive or dead. But since no one's seen it and can confirm whether it's alive or dead, it's kind of in between the two states. But that's not really the point of this whole experiment. Was to prove that that's not true. It will be either alive or dead. Maybe they'll talk about that now. Well, what about you guys?
What do you mean?
You checked out the lounge with Clover and Temioji, and Quark was in the infirmary with Dio and Luna. Anything suspicious there?
Well, this whole facility is pretty suspicious, but I suppose that's not what you meant. Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
Okay. Lunar eclipse?
Yes. Apparently, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028. All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
Isn't that this New Year's Eve?
I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year, or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
The 31st, huh? I've been knocked out at dawn on the 25th, so the 31st would be 6 days after that. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. What did it have to do with any of this? Try as I might, I couldn't think of any way an eclipse could be connected to our abductions.
What about the infirmary, Quark? Did you find anything there?
Yeah, we did find something. Just one thing though.
What was it?
Dio and Luna didn't tell you?
No.
Okay, I got it right here. Just a second.
Oh, hello. Quark reached into his pocket and pulled out what appeared to be a newspaper clipping. My throat began to tighten as I read it. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The World Health Organization has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Is this for real?
It seems a little hard to believe.
If it really is some kind of pandemic, though, that sounds like a pretty big deal.
Yes, it does.
There hasn't been anything on the news, though. This is the first time I've even heard the term Radical 6.
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside. Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
Clover's voice shattered. Oh, guess Clover's here.
You guys! Hurry! You need to come with me!
And we're going to go with her on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now. I love you all, despite the cliffhanger.